All right.
Mm.
So
She's
I
going from
remember my
hiatus.
password
True.
for.
we now have the new stuff ready to go.
Oh my god, we're so cute.
Oh yeah,
You don't have it downloaded, you
So
weirdo.
I
it
hope,
looks fantastic.
yeah, I was gonna say I hope the art is up to everyone's liking because
Oh yeah.
that took some time to actually get it to work. Code was not as fun as I thought it was gonna be. All right.
I think my drawing could have been a little better.
So with that being said, let me go ahead and get the set the
I'm all
scene.
the I'm all the dumbass that made it.
All right, let me go ahead and share my audio with y'all so y'all can actually hear in the Discord.
All right.
Oh my god, why is this so loud? I have it like 100%.
Yeah, I was gonna say fix it as needed. All right.
I like how I'm the only one in Wolfwood.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I had to log in, damn it.
Me.
All
I
right.
just realized there's a castle over here.
That is a secret tool we'll use for later.
That is another key point. We're probably gonna just walk right on
Right over
by.
Literally,
there.
you probably
Yep.
knowing y'all probably would. It's all good. It's all good.
I'll
All
be like,
right.
oh, that's neat. Peace out.
You're like, oh wow,
Or
that's
just forget about it completely.
honestly, I know y'all probably would.
Take a
Um,
ye old selfie in front of it, posing for the family photo, and then leave.
stupid.
Yes.
But yeah. With that being said, and I was gonna say, so yeah, I'm very happy. Now I know the code works now. Because coding y'all's images was a pain in the ass.
You're welcome.
Because it wanted to work, then it didn't want to work, and then
Technical difficulties.
yes. Also, we missed it, but I would say I had the follow popped up, and I heard it for a split second, but it works. It
Oh
just
yeah, that was me.
yeah, I was gonna say I just I was just gonna say like I wanted to show it on stream so it could prove it. I got the code right for that too, but I got to hear the notification. I just didn't get to see it because I'm dumb. But,
That was me following.
oh well, it's all good. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and set the scene then, so that way at least we have where we left off. Um, Granted, we are missing. Who are we missing? We're missing technically Hammy and Jaren tonight, but it is what it is. With that being said, where y'all left off last time was gonna go ahead and be on y'all's way out of Tailor Made, and just before we left off and finished, Hammy had gone into the forest looking for this supposed shrine to show y'all. And yet he returned empty handed and a little disappointed. And that is where we are currently. So, where we left off last, literally, and where y'all physically were, y'all were about right here on the map. Y'all are at the crossroads right outside of Tailor Made, and like I said, where the supposed shrine was. So, with that being said, it is still about late in the day. It's not exactly evening just yet. It's about I want to say perhaps 3, 4 o'clock in the day. So, what would y'all like to do?
What's this building? Have we
Uh,
gone to that building yet?
no. So, as you kind of like are looking in that direction behind Tailor Made, you just notice it's just regular houses.
Oh. Schmigler house.
Yeah, it's just
We should
just a
probably go find an inn to at least make sure we have a place to stay.
This looks innish. It's got a little. Oh wait, no, that's a roof. Okay, never mind.
I would just say, technically speaking, so you would actually be able to know just by asking around if you want where the inns would be. and that there are actually about three inns here. So you have the first one that you pointed out,
Oh, heck yeah.
another inn,
Okay,
and
that
then
was my second guess.
another inn.
That was my third guess.
So there are 3 inns within the area.
Within.
Stupid.
Sorry. Anyways.
Top notch players we are.
Perfect comedy. Perfect, guys. Keep it rolling.
Thank you. Hey,
Be here all week.
I don't know. I feel like this one's calling my name, but that's just me. Where do you guys want to go?
Yeah, let's just see which ones we come
Oh, that
across.
What's this? Did we point out what this was?
So
it's like a feather.
you haven't gone that way. So if you did you want to make your way that way? It's still, like I said, it's still in the afternoon. It's starting to get towards the evening though.
Yes.
So you want to go? You want to go to that feather? Or you want to go to the inn?
We can do the feather first and then get to the inn after.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or we'll go back to this one then, since it's on the way.
Okay. So as y'all make y'all's way to the feather, at least what's on the map, you do find yourself approaching a rather large spire, and in that spire you notice that there are birds in and out, just left and right. And as you approach the building, you can just hear the squawks and the just almost obnoxious noise of chirps, cheeps, and all kinds of avian noises.
My ears hurt.
I would like to look for a sign that says what this place is.
Okay. As you look around, I'm not even gonna make you roll for it. It's just as soon as you look around, you're like, oh, there it is, and you see the building is called the Crow's Nest.
Crow's nest.
And then under the words the Crow's Nest, which is written ornately, you see in a more fine print aviary.
Birds.
Mm.
I
feel
lean
like-
over to Jack. What's an aviary again?
The bird place.
Yes.
Ah, yes, birds.
Insightful.
Thank you, Sherlock.
Who would have thought? With all the birds everywhere.
Yeah, man. You never know. Is there any?
Do you need a bird? I turn to Jack.
Yet, I have nobody to write to.
Aki, do you need a bird?
No.
Okay, I want to leave.
I'm tired.
It's loud. My ears hurt.
Okay.
All right, y'all leave the aviary.
I pull Big C's ears and be like, these big old floppy things.
Hey, that hurts. That is my ear.
Yes.
Good
This
talk.
one.
What
and
is-
this one?
How does this work again? How do I ping?
Why don't we
you-
ask
you
around
hold it,
about
hold
the library?
Yeah, I would say you click and hold to ping.
Is this like what time is it? It's like 5, right?
Yeah, it's getting. By the time you get to the aviary, it's about 5.
Okay.
I say we head north to this place. Northeast?
It'll be dark by the time we get there.
Is there closing time or something?
A lot of buildings besides inns have closing times.
We run out of room for tonight. We need to go to the inn.
Fine. I guess we can rest.
You want this one or this one?
The closest one.
So this one.
The closest one.
Yeah, I would say if y'all haven't left the aviary, that would be the closest.
Yeah, we're still at the aviary.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so if y'all are still at the aviary, then yes, that bottom inn would be the closest.
I'm good with
Let's
this one.
go to the closest inn.
As
Nice
y'all
being done.
as y'all get to the inn, you can already hear the rabble within, and you can already just hear just some of the music that's there. And you see a sign that pops up that says Gork and Mork's Respite.
Gork and Mork's Respite.
Correct.
I'll
You're
try to
gambling,
spell
man.
that, but okay.
Don't worry about it. You're not gonna need to worry about spelling.
What a funny name.
As y'all are approaching it, immediately, who's leading the front?
I guess I'll be in the middle. And
I would be in the back.
Okay.
I'd be in the front because I like to just go forward.
So
can I have
Aki,
my hood on?
as you're approaching forward and you get to the closer to the door, I need you to just roll a quick dexterity check for me real fast.
Dexterity.
Yes.
Well, you're in luck. That one.
Are you serious?
Oh no!
What?
Big dice isn't fun. I'm putting that away.
Okay. was
Big
cool.
Dice was like,
Haven't
how dare
served me
you?
well.
Was that the big
How dare
dice?
you?
It was the big dice.
Oh my God.
Putting the big dice away.
As
Like,
soon
The
as
dice was offended.
as y'all are all talking, and Aki, as you're leading the front, and you're about to enter through the swing doors, you see two men grappling each other, like push through. And as you're reaching and trying to stay on your feet from where they pushed you, you kind of fall backwards onto your back. And as these men ruffle over and scuffle past you, you just immediately, you're not stepped on hard enough to truly hurt, but they do step near you enough that they kind of like pull your clothes and all that, and not rip your shirt a little bit, but they do scuff it up and mark it up with a little bit of mud and what you can assume is probably piss.
Ugh. You look nasty now.
I'm gonna help him get back up and just like, alright, let's go.
I hope this inn has a bath.
As y'all get
Wash it out.
as y'all get up, or I'm sorry, as you help him get up, Aki, you're back on your feet. You're fine. With that though, you do feel a little bit of a soggy, kind of wet spot on your shirt now, but other than that, you're completely fine.
Are the two dudes still scuffling?
Yeah, they're scuffling the mud like pigs. A few inn patrons actually do come out and just you can kind of see them like placing bets on which one's gonna win, and just others are just kind of like sitting there just like trying to throw like alcohol on them just to see if they'll either persist or eventually stop.
So we're in the rough part of town, huh?
I guess
Okay.
so. I'm gonna
I'm gonna
move my gold
Continue.
closer to me. Adjust my gold belt here.
I would
Yep.
say as you do that,
Nice.
make a sleight of hand check for me.
Oh, okay. That's not good. Oh no!
What did you get?
A nat one.
Oh my god!
God,
Ugh.
this is what we get for not doing D&D in about a month.
My dice hit me. That's it. I'm switching dice right now.
As you're like moving the coins closer to you, a few coins spill out onto the floor and onto the mud. And so far, more people are more enthralled by the fight that's going on to notice it. But there is some coins on the ground.
I'm gonna.
Can I pick it up?
You,
Yeah, I'm gonna-
y'all can pick it up.
I'm
I'm just saying,
Help.
you did spill some coins. So, as a result, a few patrons did catch that. They did have coin on you.
Did I
Oh my God.
clock who caught it? Or no?
If I would say if you wanted to kind of see who did, I would say go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Alright.
You do
Give
that
me a
while I
second.
pick up these coins.
Now listen here, you little shit.
What did you roll?
Okay, we're good. Oh,
Okay.
I rolled a natural 18, so like.
Okay.
Oh,
So you did catch a few glimpses of eyes, but the minute that they looked at the coins and looked up and met your eyes, you see him turn away and just kind of like, oh crap.
Alright, that's good.
I want to look for a
Be okay.
bathroom so I can clean myself.
I just
Alright,
have a
come
good
on,
time.
kids. Like.
Yeah, okay. As you come on into the actual inn, you see a little bit of the rabble. It's surprisingly calmer on the inside. As you enter, you do see a scene transition. You see a dimly lit, mostly candlelight, fireplace, illuminated inn. A lot of the patrons there are, like I said, a lot more calmer than what you have just experienced right now. However, you do see a few talking amongst themselves. You do see groups in tables off in the corners. You do see a rather large fellow at the bar talking to someone. Only you see their back, so you only see the back of this fellow, but you can hear him talking to other people, or at least murmuring to other people at the bar.
I will.
Back looks good.
Ohayo gozaimasu.
Did you say that to the bartender or the
Yes.
the keeper at the counter?
Yes.
As you do that, you see a large half-orc turn around, his tusks protruding, near balding, hair tied up in a ponytail. Looks at you. Right, what can I do for you?
You have a restroom? I'm dirty.
As he looks at you, he just right, pisses over there, and he points in the corner of the room where, in the far distance, you just see what looks like a back door. That as soon as he points to it, a gentleman walks by, like kind of buttoning back up his pants, and you see like what looks like an outside trail to an outhouse.
Do you have a room to stay?
Well, it depends. How many of you are gonna be staying there?
It is just us three. Or, well, I mean, is Hammy there with us?
Currently, it's
Yeah,
only you three. The others have decided to go do their own spiel.
We'll say the other twos went to like a different inn or something.
Yes, we'll say that
Yeah.
for now, and I'll retcon it later as needed.
Because like I'm gonna forget because it is just us here that I'm just
Yeah.
gonna keep referring to us.
Yeah, just refer to you three. For the sake of the argument, we'll go ahead and say that the other two are currently away on business at another inn.
Our princess is in another castle. Got it. All right.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
It's like just a room for us three, please.
All right. So for you three, I think I can manage. Now, the questions is, are you willing to do a more of a suite that'll cost you a pretty penny, or I can get you the room at some little shack in the back. It's a little bit cheaper.
How much would each cost?
He looks at you and just kind of strokes his chin, and you can see the little wisps of hair that are there. Just like, right, the sweet. And he holds up 3 grubby sausage fingers. Pay 3 silver a night. And the other shack in the back. Between you 3 and the other 3 in there, 1 silver.
We'll take the suite.
Yeah.
All right.
I'd rather us be alone.
He puts out his big meaty claw, just like waiting for the money to exchange hands.
I give him 3 silver.
As you get the 3 silver, he puts it behind the counter, goes to Jack, puts out his big meaty claw,
I put out the money.
takes your 3 silver, and looks to Aki and goes with his big chunky hand.
it was 3 apiece. I thought it was 3 in total.
I got a business to run now, don't I?
Understandable. And I just like slowly start to reach into my gross soggy pants and be like, hold on. And I shuffle around in there until I find the 3 pieces.
As you get the 3 pieces, he puts 3 pint glasses on the table and just says, "Welcome to Gawking Mooks," and like pushes the drinks towards y'all.
Cool.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
And he puts down like it slams on the table the key to the room, just with a thud.
Cool.
How big's this key?
Big enough.
It's not even that big of a key. This man is just
It's
massive.
just big.
He is just massive, man. He gives you the key. He's like, "Right, says first room on the right, then you take a left. Room number 3."
Is there a bathhouse in this inn as well, or?
He just looks at you and goes, "I got a bucket of water."
The background, is it fresh water?
It's water.
I don't think that's fresh.
That's okay.
As you look at it, it looks a hint of brown, but you can't tell if it's the reflection of the wood or the color of the water is just that brown.
Ugh.
Thanks, boss man.
I tap Aki on the stomach and like gesture him to look down and towards me.
I look
And
at
be
her.
like, I'd be like, "Are you really gonna wash yourself with that? Looks nasty."
We're air drying now.
It's gonna get crusty.
I start walking towards the suite. Doing like a little dance while I'm walking because I'm like trying to not be all gross.
That's fair.
Trying to like shake off little bits of the water that you can. Shake
Yes.
the leg.
Yes, water.
You water, yeah. That's what
If you lie to yourself enough, you start to believe it.
got a very fair point on that one.
How do you think I made it this far, baby?
As you make your way to the room, Aki, it's a relatively nice suite. It has 2 rather large beds, adorned with skins and pelts. As for the blankets, a little bit of straw to actually make the bed itself, its own little personal fireplace, and behold, in the room above the armoire, a nice pitcher of water. And a basin.
Water.
Pelts are these on the bed?
Yeah, it is gonna be a few different types of pelts. If you want, roll nature to see what kind of animals they were.
Nature. Someone here.
I start to pick up the pelts and start looking at them like,
16?
16. You'd be able to discern which ones are which. You do see a couple of some of the smaller pelts that kind of like adorn the floor like as a carpet are like what would be known as sky rabbits. The pelts on the bed are a mix of normal livestock such as like oxen and other cows. But you also do notice like what's thrown in there a little bit more exotic on one of the beds would be a bit of a mix between a normal bear and what would look like a bit of a jaguar kind of big cat kind of skins, almost like they're stitched together just to make the main blankets.
Seems sufficient. Okay. I'm gonna jump onto one of the beds.
You
And bounce.
jump on the bed.
I go to the corner. I hope you guys don't mind, and I just start taking off my clothes because they're all gross.
Oh
I'm
no,
gonna-
trust me, I would prefer that you did actually.
I'm gonna turn around and not look at him. Face the other way.
All right, so yeah,
You're gonna be facing
Go
the other
under
way
the,
the entire
just
time.
go under the blanket.
going blanky mode.
Blanky mode activated.
Me multiple times.
But yeah,
How many blankets are there? Cause
um,
I cover myself.
I mean, it's two different beds, so there's two big blankets on either one. And then of course with the extra pelts there, I mean, there's enough for like maybe two more smaller blankets. Not exactly like blankets that you would use to cover your whole self, but like if you were just in a pinch and you were a little cold, you could just kind of throw over on yourself.
I want to grab one of the little ones just to cover myself up a little bit, so I'm not seen.
So you're not naked.
Give a little rap.
Okay, yeah. As you do so, yeah, you wrap yourself. You're the good thing is it's pretty warm in this part of the inn, so you're actually okay right now.
Will it be cold later?
From what you remember about the time of month it is, it's currently about spring, so it's not gonna be super
I'll be
chilly,
okay.
but it's gonna be a little bit cooler than the day. So right now it's starting to cool off just a little bit to not exactly like a chilly or bone chilling weather. It's about in the high 50s, very low 60s.
Nice. Very nice.
Nice, cool
Oh,
and
so
crisp.
Yeah.
you mean Jack's summer weather?
Yeah, literally. As with that all that being said, it's still plenty of time in the day. It's only like it's still the evening, yes, but it's still pretty early in the evening right now. So if there's anything y'all want to do while y'all are at this inn,
Sit down on
I
the bed.
guess-
I can't really do anything without clothes.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if I would say,
Out of the suite to like ask about food and to take it up.
yeah, that's fine. You can do that. Aki, you're gonna stay behind in, in your splendor.
Wallow in my self pity.
Yeah, if that's what you want to call it.
Sitting there like.
I like to imagine.
just for this.
I like to imagine that Aki's got like nothing on except just his mask.
Yeah. Just sitting there.
It's a terrible
Mom,
day
come
for
pick me
Ray.
up. They're bullying me.
Mom, they messed up my clothes.
All right, Big C, are you gonna be doing anything while Jack goes downstairs?
I'll just follow Jack around.
Okay.
Just to be his extra set of eyes.
That's not creepy.
I'm not helping, but just there.
I'm not helping. I'm just gonna follow.
Jack's all the muscle, okay? Big C got nothing. Big C's just a watcher here.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay. So as y'all make y'all's way down,
I'm
yeah.
like a midget.
like a what?
I'm like a midget next to Jack.
Yeah. To be fair, Jack is relatively huge. But yeah, as y'all make y'all's way down,
6'5", baby.
I know, you're like a foot and a half taller.
I was gonna say Big C's not very tall. Keep in mind her race is not
Yeah.
known for giants.
Yeah, Jack is 6'5" and Bixie is 4'0". Like just 4 foot straight. That's it.
That's yeah.
That's
So I'm gonna like technically 2 feet, 2.5 feet
Oh,
on
2
her.
feet. See math, I can't do that.
Quick maths.
Quick math. Okay, I follow Jack.
Okay, yeah, as y'all make y'all's way down, yeah, the bar is still actually now starting to fill back up, and you can actually, as you're coming down, you actually do see what you didn't notice before was like a small little stage, and you can see a few what look like performers getting themselves ready to tune their instruments and begin playing for the night. But you still see the barkeep at the actual counter, just kind of filling pint glasses as they go, filling up, orders as they're coming out, just kind of moving the line going.
I'm gonna head up and be like, "Pardon me, is there food? Any sort of food we could order here?"
Oh, you want some grub? he pulls out like a very nicely done menu, puts it on the counter, and just like, right, you can have any of that.
Ooh.
And on the menu, you do see kind of an assortment of stews, chops of meat, bread, basic essentials that you would typically find. And the main food right now would be, right now it does say special at the top, and it's the Gorkenmorg special. It is a 3-course meal of a gallon of soup. Doesn't specify, it just says soup, and it's spelled SOOP. It is 3 pounds of meat and 2 loaves of bread. And
We'll order.
and at the bottom it says feeds 1 Golok.
The heck is that?
Do you say that out
What
loud?
that is? Yeah, I say that to Jack. I'm like, what the heck is that?
We'll take 2.
Oh.
Wait. Can we have 1 to go? And 1 to
Yes,
go?
can we have both? So we can take them back upstairs.
He looks at you. The barkeep looks at you like, I mean, they come on trays.
Oh.
It's kind of a lot of food for normal peoples. For normal Umis and things like that, it's a lot of food.
I'll take like half. I'll just eat the bread or whatever.
We can split it. That's why
Yeah,
we ordered
we can
that.
split.
1 for Aki and
2 for
the other one
one
to be
for-
split.
I was Aki the pissy fellow.
Yeah.
Nah.
Right, if that's the case, I'll throw in a little something for him. I kind of feel bad about that.
He'll appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It'll make him feel better.
As like he's like kind of like writing down like the order on like a tablet real quick, like a freaking like on a piece of paper, and turns it around, like throws it into a window behind him. He's just looking at Joe's like, right, is there anything else?
What do you know about a library?
Oh, the book place.
Yeah.
Yeah, the big book. Yeah, I don't go there.
Oh, do you know where it is?
Yeah, the book place is right out here. He kind of like points like in the direction behind, like he's pointing at the wall of the tavern behind him. He's like, yeah, it's over that way.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm sure we'll be able to find it.
I'll just be careful with the lady. She's a little scary.
Is she mean?
I mean, not mean. It's just she's a little. She likes her books.
I think we better be careful with the books then.
As you kind of like
Sure,
whisper that
we
to
will.
Jack, he goes, "Why are we whispering?
We're here for the library.
Oh, use kinds of books, people."
I used
You
to be.
could say that.
He's just kind of
Well, that
nodding,
didn't-
just like, okay. Oh yeah, he by the way, here he goes. And he like turns around, like puts the trays like on the counter in front of him. Both, as he did explain, very, very large portions of food.
Ah, Texas.
Texas barbecue, right?
That's just how it works, B.
Yeah. It's either Texas barbecue or you go to like a Mexican restaurant
Yeah.
here in Texas.
But yeah, he gives you the food. He's like, he says, "Oh wait, that's right. Here's this." And he reaches under the counter, and you can hear him rummaging through, like just rummaging through the stuff, and he pulls out a little box, and he puts the box on the table. He goes, "Right, that's for the piss fellow."
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Jack, can you carry the food?
Oh yeah, I can.
I'll take the box if it's not heavy.
No, it's a very tiny box. It's
Okay.
like it's no more than maybe like a couple of inches around. Like honestly, think of like the boxes you'd find like at the like from a jewelry place. It's like one of those little tiny boxes.
Oh, so like a Tiffany box. Got it.
Yeah,
Got
we'll
it.
say that. That'd probably be a good analogy, actually.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. I'll pick up the box. I said, thank you, Mr. Bartender. Do you have a name that we may call you?
Oh, Skolok.
Oh.
All right,
Thank
and
you.
then Jack's gonna take like a tray in both hands.
And we go back to the room. Yes, with the box.
Okay. As y'all make y'all's way back to the room, Aki, with you just kind of naked right now,
Sitting staring at the wall.
you just as you're just coping, you do hear footsteps approaching the room again, and in come in both Bixie and Jack.
Oh, hello, friends.
I'm gonna take off my hood and like throw it towards Aki so he could have something to cover himself with.
It's
As you give your very tiny cloak to Aki, it covers about just his shoulders.
Oh,
Aki is still like 6 foot.
Keep in mind, Aki is also built different.
true. I didn't think about
Jack
that.
just naturally built a little bit differenter.
He
Well, you
literally.
could just use it as like a cloth,
That's fair.
a loincloth.
All right.
I'm definitely washing that later though.
That's probably a good idea.
I just
We have
I just
clean
look
water.
at it and I'm just like staring at it, and then I just like put it on my chest and be like, okay.
Jack's gonna set down like the trays of food. Is there like a little table or like a little desk area?
Yeah, there's like a little, I guess what you would equate to a coffee table.
I was gonna set down the 2 trays of a massive amount of food on the table and was like, I got this food.
Oh, and this is for you, and I hand off you the box. It's from the bartender.
I look
He
at the
feels
box.
bad.
He feels bad.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Anyone would.
I just like open the box.
As you open the box, it's a note inside. It's sealed.
A note. I open it.
As you open the note, you open it up and you see like this almost chicken scratch writing. As you read it, it's written in common, so it's very easy to read. As you're reading it, it says, "Sorry you got pissed on. You get."
How nice.
And the word "you get" is written in like red letters.
That's fantastic. I like
I just
that.
go. I just turn the note to them and go, oh.
Do you share it with them so they can read it?
Yes.
Oh.
Jack's gonna like, he's gonna cackle a little.
Isn't that nice?
Very.
the pat on the shoulder. Very nice, very nice. They were very genuine with it, obviously.
Anyways, with that being said, you, Aki, as it's been a little bit of time, the smaller patches of gross out clothing is now starting to dry a little bit more. It's a little dingy still. However, some of the stains are starting to go away and starting to dry up. As for everyone else, as you all choose to eat the food, how do y'all want to split these massive portions?
I'm gonna take like a quarter of the bread and like half a pound of meat.
Any
Is
soup?
that- maybe like a small bowl, I guess, or like a cup.
There are no bowls. It,
Oh,
or
shoot,
there
yeah.
are no cups. Sorry, it's just the 2 giant bowls.
I'll pass
You
on
can share
soup
out of a
then.
bowl.
I was like, yeah, but I gotta snooze, so it's better if you eat the soup first before I go for it.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Okay, yeah, that's how much I'm eating.
Okay.
Jack would probably eat like a whole bowl of soup.
It just picks up the soup. Oi, mama, just like
Just
like
like
grandma used to-
Babushka used to make.
Yeah.
Downs it like a shot.
We be just like grandma makes. But yeah, as you down it, I mean, it's a very hearty soup. You're used to hearing stories of orcs just making the foulest of things, but this is some good soup.
That's some good soup. Jack's gonna make the little okay hand gesture real fast.
Good soup.
He's gonna actually do the good soup.
All right, as you enjoy your soup, Aki, you take your portion.
Ooh, soup.
Good soup.
Ooh, food.
You all are now well fed. So, as a
All right.
bonus,
Bonus.
here's the good news.
Yes.
You'll get an extra D4 on your next roll of choice.
All right.
For the next, I'll say 6, we'll go with 12 hours of gameplay. So, for the next half day, or at least until your next meal, you get an extra D4 to whatever throw you would like.
Nice.
Right.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, and
Now we're gonna probably tuck away for the night before we wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
so as y'all do that, and you finish up your portions, whatever's left, you just leave it outside of the door, and later in the evening you do hear it get taken away, and you do hear a little bit of the rabble outside just from the ongoings of tavern life. But after the day you've had and the adventure that you had previously, you're able to rest just enough. And this time, since you are in a cozier, much well off place, none of you have to stay watch on the night. So you're all able to actually sleep.
Yay. Hooray.
And as
We don't have to deal with scary demons anymore.
yeah, literally. Well, not anymore, I wouldn't say. I would just say for
Not for
tonight.
right now.
Not for tonight.
tonight.
Yeah,
Bro,
not for-
you're still in a room with me.
Roll initiative now.
Ah yes, because
I've
the
come for your pickle.
Oh my gosh. How are we gonna sleep?
What is your sleeping order?
Yeah.
However you want.
Aki
got
just-
it.
I can cuddle with
I
Jack.
was gonna say, as a dumb
feel like-
note, Bixie just curls up like a dog on the fireplace.
just lays down one of the thicker blankets.
Starts doing the little tapping thing.
Does the little circle around.
I'll do three circles, tap, and then go curl up in the ball.
There's Bixie right there. Just curls up into a ball right outside the fire.
Facts. That's me right now. I'm gonna sleep like that, actually. For real. Like-
Alright.
Not lying. I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna
Bet.
be that dog.
Alright, so Bixie curls up to the fireplace, blankie in hand.
Vixie can use the big blankie from the bed Jack would be on.
I like
Jack's gonna
the
use one of the smaller blankets.
I like the idea of like Jack going to bed, like he pulls the blanket all the way up to his chest, but only like just his feet are exposed.
Yes.
Or rather, knowing the player, Jack's still gonna wear his socks.
Oh my god. Is Jack that person?
Wait, what's up?
No,
Is he?
maybe. Characters gotta have flaws, you know.
Oh, that's his flaw. His only flaw.
Wear socks to bed.
That's like somebody else I know. I wonder who that could be based off of.
That's such a red flag.
Damn.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
I was gonna make a joke, but I didn't think you were gonna get that far.
Oh.
I'm actually saying.
That's the sign of a terrible person right there.
Wait, does that mean you're a terrible person?
Yeah.
Wait, you sleep with socks on?
Really?
Wait, what? Bro, why do you sleep with socks on? Don't your feet get
My
hot?
feet get cold, alright?
Oh.
My
Hmm.
feet get cold. Bro, my feet freeze.
I got poor circulation in my hands and my feet. I'm not athletic.
Okay, fine.
Anyways,
That's
enough
not a red
bullying
flag
for
for
5
you.
seconds. Yeah, I'll go ahead and let y'all have y'all's full long rest.
Alright.
Humanity restored. As night turns to day, you all awaken in the tavern, and for once, since y'all have met, nothing happens this night. It's now daytime. As you all begin to start waking up, what is it that y'all would like to do?
Check my clothes.
Your clothes are sufficiently dry.
I guess I'll put them on.
Just don't smell them before you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna smell, but it's okay, I guess.
Didn't you get a shirt? Did you get a shirt? When we went to
They aren't done yet. We have to get them. We had to wait a day.
I like how you kept like
Well-
going in and out of the accent there. You're like, do I
Yeah,
do
'cause
this as
it's
player
like-
voice? Do I do this as metagame?
Yeah, because it's like me checking my notes, also me trying to stay in character.
A mood.
It's like
Yeah,
me looking at
I feel that. It's freaking. voice
My
over
notes
character.
doesn't say that they got something.
No, I'm one of those people who I write like almost everything down.
But yeah, so the order's not ready just yet.
Okay. Fair. Okay. I say we head to the library.
I want to find a place to clean up first because I
Wait.
stink.
Can I have my cover back? It doesn't stink, right?
It might. Who knows? And then I throw it on her. Throw it on her nose.
No! I'm gonna let it fall. and
Roll
sip
smell. Not just kidding.
Roll smell. Roll survival.
Dude, just to see what happens. I want to know what number you'd roll.
Bet. Let's do it. Roll survival.
Oh. I rolled a nat 20, but with my survival, it's a +4.
24.
I guess you're fine.
Does it smell
Hold
bad?
your breath before it actually landed.
Yeah, your survival instincts kicked in, and you realize, okay, don't breathe when he does this.
I'm gonna pick up the cloth that I let fall to the floor and sniff it. Does it smell
Gonna
bad?
wake up. Jack's gonna be like making the beds.
So you picked up what? I'm sorry.
The cloak that I let fall to the floor.
Nah, it doesn't. It no stinky.
Okay, well,
No,
that's all I need to know.
his clothes are what stunk, not him.
You never know.
Damn. Okay.
The shade.
Is it canon that just freaking Aki just has BO or something like that? What the hell? Did I miss something?
No. That was my joke.
Okay, I was about to say, I was like, damn, she calling you out ugly. Okay. But yeah, so you got y'all's stuff back in place. The beds are now made. What would y'all like to do?
Gonna head out.
The room for? Oh, sorry. How long
Gonna
do you
go
have to
return the
stay?
key.
Oh. Okay. Just for the
Because
night.
it was just for the night.
Yeah, I assumed y'all only did
It
the night.
was. Besides, this tavern's probably not one of those where you can pay in advance.
I think they'll be offended if we did.
Okay, as y'all make y'all's way down and return the key, a different innkeeper is there. It's not Golok as you saw the night before. It's another younger gentleman, another half orc, but not as big or as burly as Golok.
Excuse me, we're here to return the key.
Oh, y'all's is the suite?
Da, yeah.
Alright. Takes the key, is like, alright. Hope you had a good night at Gork and Morks.
We did.
Thank you, we did.
You guys were very nice.
Are you just saying that? Cause the piss kit over there don't look very happy.
No. We, you guys were very nice. And I'm gonna hide.
Aside from that, everything was fantastic, thank you.
Right. Okay. Good to hear.
And then we're gonna head out. Yeah.
And it is still early in the morning. So as y'all make y'all's way out, let us switch musics again. You're now back out in the open. And let's go ahead and scene swap.
Map change!
And y'all are right here at Gork and Mork's Respite.
Oh, these are books. I thought they were pencils.
Velvet Crust. Woo!
I thought it was like a pencil with like exclamation around the pencil. I was like, oh, guess that's a writing place.
Come to our local stationery store.
Exactly.
In ye olden times, make sure you're well stocked on
Ye
ye
old
old
Office
Post-it.
Depot.
Okay. I guess we
Alright.
could go to the library.
We
And-
probably should actually ask somebody where the library is, considering Golak's instructions were over there. And pointed out a wall.
Can I go to this house and ask them?
You can go to the house. So as you approach the wooden hut, and you knock on the door,
Mhm.
an elderly man comes up like, yes, how can I help you?
Hi.
Speak up, lady. I'm a little hard of hearing.
Hello, sir.
Oh yes, how can I help you? What's going on?
Do you know where the library is?
Oh yes, down the street, right over there. It's follow a sign that says Ravenswood.
Thank you.
Yes.
And I just start walking away.
All right.
I say thank you, and then I
What?
run. Thank you.
Okay.
And then I walk away and follow after.
I'm an old man now. I can't hear so well. Why don't you say it with your chest?
Now we can do it the easy way, or we can do it the hard way. The choice is yours.
Roll initiative.
Anyways, as y'all make y'all's way to the library, we will go to a screen change. Focus. Okay, there it goes.
Focus.
It kind of came blurry, so I was like, oh.
Focus.
As y'all get close to the library, and as y'all actually approach the building.
This is like my dream house.
Well, this is a library, not a house. No, just kidding.
You want a tree growing through the middle of your house?
Yeah, why not?
Splinters.
Do you want ants, Lana? Because that's how you get ants.
What?
Danger zone.
Highway to the danger zone.
Anyways, as I get to the
Like
actual
to,
library. What's up?
I would like to roll perception to look around for Shia LaBeouf.
What?
What?
Who? JK, I know who he is, but still.
You're so stupid. You may.
Hold on, let me find my dice.
What are you rolling? Percentile?
All right.
You want me to roll percentile or you want me to roll actual perception?
Well, I mean, considering you called him straight out, you're gonna roll percentile.
Alright, bro. Well, I got a 42, so.
You see out the corner of your eye. He's there. Shia LaBeouf.
It's him.
Wait.
It's him.
Are we talking about Transformers Shia LaBeouf or like
I start shaking
Weed
Bixie.
Dealer
Shia LaBeouf.
Do you hear
I
that?
start shaking Bixie really hard.
Do you hear that?
Oh. Ugh, stop. You're hurting me. Stop hurting me.
You should
I
roll
throw her
initiative.
towards him.
No! Look what you did. Here. Shia LaBeouf's gonna kill us. Cannon.
In universe?
It's just canon that Shia LaBeouf is just an angry ass man. Alright, let me pull the battle map real quick. Give me 1
Oh, no.
second, please.
Shia LaBeouf is gonna kill us. I never thought this would happen in my lifetime. So you didn't answer my question. Are we talking Transformers Shia LaBeouf or like Weed Dealer Shia LaBeouf?
Or are we talking taxi driver Shia LaBeouf from Constantine?
We're talking.
Shia LaBeouf are we using?
Yeah.
For reference,
Which
which Shia
version?
LaBeouf are we on?
Which update?
Which patch?
Which firmware?
Give me 1 second to expand this map.
I like the comments. Nice little time for my TV. Thumbs up.
What?
The comment says thumbs up.
What are you talking about? Oh, I'm not watching a stream because we're not supposed to.
Yeah, technically we're not supposed to.
The stream that's you're streaming on Discord?
Why aren't you saying that?
Oh, I know you're on Discord.
Oh, I
You
watched.
just said the stream.
Sorry, not the stream.
Booger.
I'm not watching the stream.
Apparently you are.
The stream on Discord, not the stream. Twitch stream.
We're gonna use some twisted ass Shia LaBeouf. But to answer your question, it is Shia LaBeouf, post Transformers, pre Fury.
Oh no!
Oh my goodness.
His most powerful forms.
Let me go ahead and get this for you.
Wait, Shia LaBeouf is in Fury?
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf is in Fury. You didn't know that?
Huh.
Yeah, he plays one of the tankers in Fury. He's Bible. Are you serious?
Or you know.
Did you really not know that? Did I just blow your mind?
Nope. Yes.
Cool.
I'm pretty sure. Who's in that movie? What's his? The guy from Ant-Man is in that movie too. The one that doesn't shut up. Got his name.
Yes.
The Mexican one.
Yes. I know who you're talking about. I just forgot his name.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, and Logan Letterman. Yeah,
There
he's
you
in
go.
that movie too.
You see him.
He's gorgeous.
Approaching.
Oh
Shia
my
LaBeouf.
god.
Can I check his username? Is it Ladies Man 217?
Roll investigation.
Oh, 15.
You do notice nothing special. It just seems to be a man that you know as Shia LaBeouf.
I'm scared, guys. I start looking around at Giles.
Can I summon the
Shia
unicorn
LaBeouf.
spirit?
What's that?
Can I summon the unicorn spirit?
Well,
It's a spirit.
we still
thing.
haven't gone through the
Well-
initiative
Anything?
yet.
Well, that's what I want to do on my initiative once we roll.
On your initiative, maybe you
Yep.
should shut up and wait.
Okay, well,
I'll punch the
I will.
initiative.
You just hear. You see Shia LaBeouf take his stance. And
You're walking in the woods.
and it begins.
Oh no!
There's no one around, and you're
Oh no!
out of the corner of your eye, you spot him.
Oh no!
He's following you, about 30
Oh
feet back.
no!
He gets down on all fours and breaks into a sprint.
So
He's
we're
scared.
running, right? We're running away now.
I'm
Yeah, we
done.
have to. It's Shia
You're
LaBeouf.
all turned around.
So, with that
He's
being
almost
said,
upon you
what
now,
are the
and you can
initiatives? So,
see
Aki,
there's
you're up
blood on his
first.
face. My God,
Oh,
there's
I had to
blood
roll the
everywhere.
class of 20?
Jack, what did you roll?
I got 7 total.
Goddamn.
Oh,
Bixie, what did you roll?
a 6.
Aki,
I'm so confused.
as per usual, you're first.
Now it's dark, and you seem to have lost him.
Stand there staring at the magnificent Shia LaBeouf.
Stranded with a murderer.
And I look for something
Silently
to
through
get his autograph.
Aha!
You pull out
A small
a piece of
cottage with
parchment.
a light on. Hope.
the one
You
that
move
said you
stealthily
bloody kids
toward it, but your leg-
from the end.
Ah, it's caught in a
Just-
bear trap.
Start looking around for something to let him write.
As you're looking, roll investigation.
18.
You see a man who's writing poetry by the well.
Oh my god.
I look at him. You! Hand me your writing utensil.
What are you as he's stuttering, you take the feather, the quill from his
You
hand.
limp into the dark woods, blood
I walk up
oozing
to him.
From your stump.
Hi, Shia.
You've beaten Shia LaBeouf.
I'm your biggest fan. And I get your autograph.
As you're doing that, roll persuasion.
He's 9.
As he yells, "Do it!" his hand comes out, takes the paper, takes the quill.
His head topples
And
to
he gets
the
to
floor,
write his name.
expressionless.
Shia
You
LaBeouf
fall to your knees and catch your breath. You're finally
hands you back the
safe
paper.
from Shia LaBeouf.
You still have your bonus action. What do you do?
Go. Oh! And then I make sure I like fold it neatly and then put it in my pocket.
You do so.
Thank you.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
It's now Shia LaBeouf's turn. He looks at you, Aki. Flexes just a little bit. And then you see it. The glint in his eye. He smiles. And then runs away on all four.
What a legend.
End of combat.
I run up to Bixie and Jack. Oh, guys. I pull it out and I go.
Wait, you gotta be careful. Don't tear it. I know
Why
how
do you
excited
think
you are.
I'm showing you?
However, keep in mind now, Shia LaBeouf, correction, Cannibal Shia LaBeouf, is now canon.
Oh gosh. Does any of his movies become canon?
I am okay with this.
They can be.
When's Tokyo Drift coming in? We gotta include the Fury series.
We have to get in carts first. Illegal cart race. Oh my god. I gently put the paper back into my pocket. Alright guys, let's keep
Scoofa.
going.
Okay, fine. Alright,
Okay.
let's go.
Let's head back to the library. Or wherever we were.
As y'all
Jack's gonna grab the quill before we take off, and then go and hand it back to the poet.
I turned to look at him. Oh yeah, thanks, sorry. But it was Shia LaBeouf, so you know. You understand.
As you do that to the poet looks at you and just goes, "Right, that's fair."
That we continue
I
on
just
our
walk
way.
away, sayonara.
As you enter the library, as we were left off before actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf appeared. Where were we? You enter the library. You enter Ravenswood. It's a magnificent library, 2 stories tall, filled with books upon books upon books. Currently, it is rather empty, albeit for a younger woman at one of the counters typing away on a typewriter, and yourselves. So what would you like to do?
Look around very confused and be like, reading.
I'm gonna walk over to where the young lady is and be like, pardon me, ma'am. And just like call for her attention.
And just like follow behind Jack, like, ugh.
Just tortured by these books.
They're scary.
As you approach the young lady, you see she's wearing a rather interesting kind of dress. Unlike that of the people around here, she's wearing an almost out-of-place dress. It is more of an inspired by a gothic outfit. You see, it is gray
Sorry.
with black sleeves that have a little puffy shoulder, a corset that is a wine red, and a skirt that goes all the way down. She herself, you can tell, is a wood elf. And she looks at you. Bonjour.
Eh? Nutty.
As she can kind of gauge from your reaction. Apologies. I see common is the only thing we should be speaking currently. How may I be of assistance?
I pat Jack on the back. Go. Speak.
Hold on, I'm looking through my notes real quick.
I turned to Vixie. Speak.
Hold on, I'm looking through my notes.
We're looking for some books about a tiger.
I stare at Vixie. Tiger? Is that what you
Yeah.
said?
Yes.
Looking for a tiger? I start looking around trying to regain my memory.
We're looking for a symbol of a jade tiger with a giant N on it, and we want more information on that.
She looks at you perplexed at first, and then kind of laughs, just like, you do realize this is a library, correct? Not a book about jade or anything like that. Or not a museum of jade. Correct, right?
Yes.
I get a little bit closer. History book? and I start book, and I walk back again, just like I can't do it. It's so hard.
If you're looking for books about Jade, that'll be, and she kind of like her hand kind of turns over, and you see like a flash of blue emerge from like the palm of her hand, and you see like a series of symbols and runes fly across what looks like a little orb in her hand. She just goes, "Okay, it's going to be," and she points off in the direction past the tree in the middle of the library. She goes, "It's going to be over there, shelf number 23. Look under the letter E, and it's going to go ahead and be third shelf, fourth book from the right."
Merci, madame.
And then Jack's gonna
Like, kind of very gently lead Aki where we need to go.
Me looking at her hand. Aki looking at her hand because it started glowing. How
Just
did you do that?
snapping in front of his eyes, like,
How
on.
did she do that?
Focus.
I'm gonna push Aki like the back. I'm like, come on, you gotta move.
I follow them. I just start walking with them, but keep my eyes on her. How'd she do that?
She's gonna
Jack's like looking over his shoulder. I'm so sorry. This is not. It's not normally like this. I promise.
It's
Under my breath, I'm normally worse.
as you say that, this figure looks at you like, "It's fine. Not every day do you see transcription magic or any of those sorts."
I travel world. Well, at least this place. Never seen.
That sounded so.
That was so. That was so mongoloid.
Exactly.
Travel world, no sea.
Never see this. Ooh.
Booga booga. No. All right. As you continue on, you do find the area that she was speaking of.
I already forgot the directions. What did she say, Jack?
Through the power of role.
Me looking at her from where we're at.
Through the power of metagaming, you remember it is on
Shelf
the right.
23.
Shelf 23 under the letter E, third book from the right.
That's all I've got. All I got was 23, baby.
Okay.
Aki just starts like dragging his finger across everything.
Hey. Now you're like, clap my hands together, and I'm like, Aki, look for shelf 23.
I started like looking up and pointing for numbers.
Roll investigation with disadvantage.
Because
Oh,
I'm
no.
retarded.
Because you're stupid.
12.
That's with disadvantage?
Yeah.
You can make out numbers 2s and 3s. So you managed to all at the same time point to shelf 2, point to shelf 3, point to shelf 33, point to shelf 32, 22, 23. Your hand is kind of going all over the place, pointing at shelves only with the numbers 2s or 3s.
It's one of these guys, I promise. It's one of these, I got it.
Okay, look, Aki. The number 2 and the number 3 have to be together. Okay, 2 and 3 together only.
Meanwhile,
There's
Jack's
that
like
one,
reading the book.
32.
Yeah, I just imagine Jack already has it in his hands.
He's just watching, like, quietly, like, how long should I let this go
As
on?
while they're doing that, Jack, as you've pulled the book out, you notice it is a rather large book. and you do notice that there are there's actually 3 volumes of the history of Jade.
Is there anything in there about lions? Or maybe tigers?
You wouldn't know that. You're too
And
busy
maybe
having a
bears.
panic attack.
Roll PTSD.
Give it up. That up.
Roll
Like, this is-
PTSD.
This is
My hand.
Aki's type of book.
Fuck you.
As you're doing that, as you're going through the books, let me actually close my door because my dogs opened my door. As,
Oh, which one?
as you
Buddy or birdie?
Apple, literally.
Birdie bunny.
Oh.
Bunny birdie.
As
Birdie booty.
you're looking through the book, Jack, you hear footsteps approaching you, while Aki and Bixie are busy fixing the panic attack that Aki is having.
Jack's gonna look up and look over.
And it's the lady that y'all ran into earlier, the only other person in this library.
Yeah.
And
Would I notice her?
roll. I'm gonna go ahead and say roll a wisdom save.
Oh no.
Okay. It's 9.
No, you are still having a panic attack.
2, 3, 3, 2.
I'm gonna pick up
Jack's
my
gonna
tail.
like look
Oh.
over at her as she's like approaching. Just one of those. Je suis navré. I'm so sorry. They're normally not like this.
As you're actually now looking at her in her full stance, as she's approaching you, you do notice.
She's hot. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, tell
Go
her
to
shut
horny
up.
jail.
Tell her to shut up.
Okay. I'll stop.
Put her in her place. Mute her.
as you now that you're noticing, in like I said, now in full detail of who this person is, you notice she's a much smaller, slender frame, brown, rather messy yet wavy hair, with little strands of silver and gray in there thrown in the mix. You do notice though that, as I mentioned of the dress itself, you do notice other little distinguishing features now that you're actually paying attention to who this person is. Her skin is a color between that of mocha and coffee, leaning a little bit more on the lighter side. You do notice, as she's approaching you, as she's adjusting her glasses to meet your eyes, she's looking up, a little bit shorter than you, but you notice as she adjusts her glasses, there's only 3 fingers and a thumb on each hand. And she looks at you, and Jack asks you, anything in particular I can help you with?
Truly, yes. So within these, how well versed are you in the books that are in your library?
3, 2, 3.
Well,
3,
I would say very well versed.
2.
Now, what is it exactly that you're questioning or concerned about?
Well, as you can see, we're a unique group of people.
3,
We were
2,
all had
Three.
this
2, 3.
dream.
What?
We
You
had
said
this,
2, 3.
we had the prophecy. We've had this prophetic dream.
I'm like calming Aki down, patting his shoulder. It's okay. It's okay.
Rocking in the corner, like sucking on his
I'll go
thumb.
ahead and say while you're doing that, it technically doesn't fall under it, but we'll go ahead and say it does. Go ahead and roll medicine for me.
Oh, sure.
Nope.
Medicine.
4th book? 3rd
19.
book.
19. You actually managed to successfully calm Aki down. You have distracted him with something completely different than these books, and now you've got him down from the cliff that he was on. He is.
Oh, now you gotta give me something. Now you gotta give me something so I can play with it. You know how this
Shiny
brain
rock.
works. You know how
Exactly.
this brain
I'm
works.
gonna give him my tail. I'm gonna swish my tail back and forth in front of him.
I'm just gonna grab it.
hypnotically. Ow! That hurt. Don't do that.
I pick her up by her tail.
Ah!
Roll strength
Uh.
for me.
Fox.
Who?
X.
Oh.
Who do
Aki,
you
roll
think, fool?
No.
Nat 20.
Oh yeah, you
With
pick
a-
her up pretty easily.
With a +5, 25, baby.
You pick her up pretty easily. Foxes don't weigh much.
I'm gonna shriek. I'm gonna shriek out loud,
Fox.
like a fox.
I like that to imagine that while that was happening, Jack was like describing the dream that brought
Yeah.
us all together.
That's fine.
And once he hears the shriek, it's like one of those like the when
Whip-hunters.
your mom hears something like the whip around, like the
That sounds about right.
gonna like kind of run over and be like, put the fox down, put her down
Please.
right now.
Please, don't go down.
I just let go of her tail.
I'm like rubbing my tail, like comforting.
Oh, I hope
I'm
you
like,
know I had my arm fully extended. You were pretty high in the air.
I mean, but it's not that high as to be like enough to warrant damage. She's gonna. I would say, just go ahead and make the deck save to see if you land fine.
Or if you hit
Or
your
if you
face
tumble.
because you're stupid.
Dexterity?
Yes.
4.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, 5. 5.
Bruh. Okay.
That's not much better.
Wow.
I know.
That's not a whole lot better. You land.
Not
Unsuccessfully.
gracefully.
Yeah, as
Oh.
you land on your feet, you kind of tumble a little bit. You don't completely fall all the way down, but you kind of take a tumble and you fall onto a table and you're like, okay, I'm okay.
I'm gonna dust myself off and I'm gonna be like, Aki, we're not friends anymore. I'm so rude for picking me
Start
up. like
reaching
that.
for your tail.
I switch
No,
away.
yet, no.
The whole time this is happening, the person that y'all were talking to is just standing there, just kind of marveling at the idiocy that is this group.
Jack's gonna turn back around to her, like just the hand on the brow, like this, like the disappointed mother head shake, and be like,
My
"I'm
arm is
so
just
sorry."
like, my arm's not about to grab her, but it's like extended, and you just see my arm, my muscles just like flexing because I'm like, grab.
I'm gonna swish my tail away and be like, stop.
I'm,
And I
I'm
run behind
so
Jack.
sorry.
I'm gonna run behind Jack. Like,
I'm
face him.
so very, very sorry. Je suis navré. I'm so sorry.
My hand starts shaking because I'm like, tail.
Can I
Love
hypnotize Aki with my tail? Is that a thing?
Anyways, going back to the main plot,
Je suis navré.
I tried to reach around Jack.
as
The
As,
hand slap, not even looking away. The mother instinct hand slap.
as you're previously discussing, should I say, with this person.
Yeah, I was talking about the prophetic dream that we had. With her.
They're looking at you and they're, as I said, they were a little perplexed at hearing this, but she looks at you and just, let me scroll over to my notes on my page because I lost it for a second. She looks at you and just ask you, well, what is it that you wanted to do with the books in relation to this?
In the background, books? Reading?
No, you're not my problem anymore. Ask Jack to help calm me down. And I like rub my tail. And remember.
I started just closing my fist. Books.
While you have an existential crisis, we're gonna put a pin in that, and we're gonna go back to the main story. So, as you're saying, Jack?
Right. So, we were warned of this figure
And so I think there is something we need to actually look up to find out in order to see if there's anything we have to defeat, I guess, to uphold this prophecy.
What do you want Mitsuru?
As
Mitsuru.
as you say that, the woman looks at you and just, I have a few ideas. And she clasps her hands together and starts turning them sideways so that they're overlapping one another. And she makes a blue magical sphere appear between her two hands. And out of there, you see what looks like almost like the Patronus from Harry Potter kind of like start coming out. And you see what look like mice, rather large mice, should I say, appearing and running in all kinds of different directions of the library. And she goes, allow me a few minutes to gather materials. And
Like,
as
It's back.
Merci.
as these mice start coming back and forth, they're bringing books in their mouths and dropping them on a table, making a stack of books. And eventually they come back with what looks like about 7 or 8 different books, all of varying different titles and all of varying different topics. And before you lie all of them, the woman looks at them and just starts going through them. And you see, as she's going through them, her eyes gloss over a bright blue and begin to glow as she's like going through the picking up the books and like literally flicking through the pages at almost speeds that are like, there's no way she's reading it, but she's telling you everything about that book right then and there in like whispers almost. Like she's almost as if she's saying it to herself. And as she goes, she snaps her fingers and goes, got it. And she turns the book over to you, Jack, and on that page mentions prophetic dreams. And then she goes to another book and starts fingering through it, going through it. She goes, this one is about the jade meanings. And the third one she pulls out is dreams and talking about what dreams can translate into reality, and just starts pulling all these books and just finding place markers in all of them. And then she looks at you and goes, this is what I've found. However, this is only the little bit of knowledge that I have here in my library. Should you need any more, just call for me. But these are the books, and I've gotten you a head start. So, I can allow you to read these. I do have a few policies. You are allowed to check out these books. It'll be a copper of night for a total of 10 days. I just simply need you to sign off on them so I can make sure which ones are out of my possession currently. I do also offer a different, more magical take on these books that'll help you speed along, should I say.
Maki raises his hand from behind Jack.
And she looks at you and is like, how can I help you?
What's your name?
Well, you can just call me the head librarian for the meantime. Once we are on better terms, I'll give you my name.
And I just like sink back. Okay.
Merci. Like I said, I'm so terribly sorry about them.
Maki starts wandering off.
As you're doing that, she looks at back at you, Jack. She goes, well, the other offer I have is, with the magic I have, I can allow a spell to be cast that would offer a retelling of the books and allow you to more or less speed read. However, it will be a rougher retelling, but you'll get the majority of what you need to know. I can offer you that for an extensive read of each of these books, a silver for the whole lot. And you'll gain that knowledge near instantly, as fast as you've seen me read these books.
I mean, we do have to stay in town for a couple of days. So I suppose we'll try and read what we can now, and should we get desperate, or should time start
Well,
running out on us, we'll come back and do that spell.
yeah.
It's on the table.
Thank you so much.
With that being said, the several books, I say eight, I say several books that lie before you, discussing all various kinds of topics are on there. It's like it's mentioned, some have already been open to chapters that are a little bit more pertaining to what you're looking for. Others are just strewn about.
Okay.
Good for me.
But she put markings on all of them, right? For all the stuff
she
that's,
put, like,
Did she
little-
like dog-eared them?
She
or
put
what?
like little tabs. She didn't exactly open
Oh.
all of them, like open to like specific chapters. Only 3 that she opened to specific chapters, and the rest are like tabbed essentially, so that way you can at least see sections that might be of interest.
Mhm.
Alright.
I guess Jack and I will be reading all of this. Unless there's a picture book. I feel like I turn to Jack. I feel like Aki can't read.
I mean, I'm sure he can. He seemed... maybe.
The quick change.
Well... I'm sure he can handle himself.
Be like, which one's the shorter section? He can have that one.
So
Do we pay the head librarian before we rent them out?
well,
Leave?
she was mentioning how you have to sign out for them, so you
Oh,
have
yeah,
to go
yeah,
sign
right.
off on some paperwork and get that situated.
Do you want to stay here, Jose, or do you want to take these home to an inn or something?
We could potentially take these now, and then go find another inn, one that might be a little bit, nicer, I suppose.
Yeah.
And explore the town, see if there's anything we could do to maybe make some money while we're here.
Especially since we're waiting on clothes.
See if there's any odd jobs we can accomplish and spend our evenings going through these.
Maybe Gorlock has some. Maybe he might know someone who knows someone.
I'm sure he
That's
does. But we'll be staying at a different inn.
For sure.
Oh, I missed it.
We go look for the librarian.
We start gathering the books.
I can't get that spin.
Okay. So as y'all are taking the books too, so are y'all gonna be taking all the books that are there?
Yes. Or at least the ones that look the best, I guess. I don't know.
'Cause I mean,
The ones that have like the most, I guess, tabs, the ones that seem most relevant to us right now.
okay. So I mean, that's gonna be a handful of 4 books at least. So they would be the ones that have the more tabs. The ones that are like just splayed open are just discussing specific chapters.
Yeah. And from a quick like glance, it doesn't seem like there's too much that would require us taking the whole book, right?
No.
From those-
I mean, if you want, you can look into the books that are open, and I can kind of give you like a tally of what they are, like a quick rundown of what, at least on the ones that are open to specific chapters, what they discuss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah.
We'll
So
take that.
the first one that mentions dreams mentions the specific chapter that it's on references how these prophetic dreams are strewn about by certain near death experiences. The other one that's there that mentions how jades have meanings, it represents different shapes, different, like I said, different meanings. So each shape would of course have its own specific reference to an event, something that is to come, or a specific meaning. And the last one that has it tapped open mentions how, in order to predict the future, back in older times before the Foundry, that there were rumored to be oracles that could use a person's dreams and a person's mind in order to foresee events that could happen with a near perfect, like, guessing of it. So it was a near perfect prediction.
Okay.
And then the other ones are just, like I said, just relatively, like, just the whole book is about those specific topics, less one chapter.
All right. So then we'll take the four that are most relevant to us.
Okay.
And Jack's gonna separate, like, he's gonna have the four that we're gonna take, and then the four that we aren't, he's gonna, like, gently close them, stack them up, and like bring all books to the front, back.
Gotcha.
So on,
Gotcha.
we'll put it.
He's
I'll
a
take
good
all.
librarian goer. He doesn't leave them out.
All right. So yeah, as you do that, okay, you managed to take the ones that you're gonna actually use. So we'll go ahead and do it. So are y'all just taking the ones that have the more tabs, or y'all taking any of the ones that have the specific chapters noted?
The four that we had picked out earlier, I guess, the ones that we first said we were gonna take.
Alright.
The ones most I guess relevant, tapped, whatever.
Gotcha. I was making sure if it was none of the ones that I just mentioned that only have the single chapters. Okay.
No.
Gotcha.
No,
Gotcha.
the one with multiple. Yeah.
Gotcha. So as you'll take those, you put the other ones away. The librarian just writing down the books, which ones y'all are taking, which ones y'all are returning, obviously. And for right now, is putting a hold on them at 1 copper each. So in total, that's going to be 4 copper for y'all. And it tells you that, like as earlier, for every day that these are out, when you return them back in, it's going to be a copper for every day that they've been gone.
Got it.
Okay.
So not a super steep price to begin with. It's
Then
copper,
should
so
we
it does
say-
add up over time.
Yeah.
And that's per book.
Mm-hmm.
So 4 silver is your down payment right now.
Do you have silver?
Who's
I don't
paying?
have
Because
silver.
I'll pay the silver.
I don't have any silver on me, so yeah. But
Yeah, I'll pay the 4 silver then.
okay.
The silver was for the magic. It's just a copper for the.
Oh,
so it's
4
just copper
copper.
then.
Sorry. I could pay 2 copper each. Like save 2 copper.
It's 4 copper for all of them because it's a copper a day. It's silver was the magic retellings basically.
Ah, that's right. I give her 2 coppers.
Then I'll give her the other 2 copper.
Okay, so then that's your 4 copper there. So you have your 4 books, and then you have a. You're basically given what's equivalent to like a bill of sale, but it's more like a bill of rental, so to speak. So it's your checkout slip, I guess, your receipt.
Got it.
Got it. Okay.
But you now have 4 books within your possession, all dealing with the prophecies, jades, and the oracles.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Miss Librarian.
Merci. And like I said, so sorry about everything.
That's fine. Just take care of my books.
Of course.
We walk out, and I'm gonna say we're out of earshot of the librarian. I say, we probably shouldn't let Aki touch this.
No, he
Aki is
cannot.
sitting down in the little area looking around like, man, why are these guys taking so long?
Jack's gonna like stop right outside the door of the library, like the. Feel like I'm forgetting something.
Oh,
Sitting there,
Oh,
twiddling
we need
my
Aki.
fingers.
We turn back around and try to find him.
Run back inside and go find Aki.
I mean, it's a pretty empty library, and you see Aki just sitting on a bench.
Aki, we're leaving. We have what we need. Let's go.
Finally. I get up and I just start walking.
Good, 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 good.
Get those foul things away from me.
How about you find us an inn? Does that sound okay?
I didn't like the last one.
Well,
It was cool, but I don't like that one.
go find another one.
No point. And I start running ahead, looking around. Sir! Sir! Do you know where an inn is?
And with that, we will change back to the main map. And
Big day.
at the main map, so where are we at?
Hi.
You're gonna go ahead and be over here.
Wait.
You said you're asking around for an inn?
I'm just running around looking for people and being like, Inn? Do you know where an inn is? Do you know an inn?
Go ahead and I'm curious. I'm curious. Roll charisma for me.
Oh no.
Just straight
Just straight
charisma.
charisma.
Just
Not
straight
me.
charisma? That's so it is. 15.
No persuasion, no.
Okay, so you come off very strong.
Oh no.
To some people, you kind of frighten them. To others, you go up to them and like in, and they're kind of like point in the
What?
direction of Gork and Morks, and they're just like over there, like
Shake my head.
question mark.
I shake my head. Not that one.
A better one.
Good one, better.
As you say that, he looks at you and goes, "I don't think you can afford the others, buddy."
Oh,
And then I just get closer and like closer. Where?
Roll
Now is it
intimidation.
That's it,
intimidation?
just where?
Roll.
Oh.
You can roll intimidation for me.
Where's my thing? 15 again.
So he points you in the direction behind the library, and he points in the direction of the spires. So he points off in this direction.
Got it.
And I just slowly pull away. Arigato. And just walk off.
They kind of just look at you like, okay.
And just like,
Okay.
And then I start looking for Big C and Jack. Because I did run off.
Yeah, you did.
I like the idea that we're still just standing in front of the library, like one of the books cracked open,
Yeah, literally.
just waiting for Aki
just reading.
to come back.
I start running towards the library. Guys! Guys! Guys!
I look up.
I
What?
trip. I trip. I get back up like a little kid. Hold on, guys. There's one that way, and I point behind the library and be like, that way.
Which one?
That way. And I just keep pointing behind the library.
Okay, let's go find it then.
Yeah.
Getting
start,
up
like-
and closing the book.
I start walking forward a little fast.
Okay. As y'all begin to make y'all's way to the inn, or at least the direction of the inn that was aforementioned, the good news is y'all make it to the inn. However, as y'all make it to the inn, um, you see a few of the Redoran guards marching near the inn. Not necessarily directly towards the inn itself, but in that direction. You see a small squad marching off and to the north.
Away from the inn?
Yeah, so so y'all are going towards the inn. The way
So
you see
we're just going straight.
you see them going this way, and where y'all are coming from. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're all right there.
We just see him going to our right. We're just like, Aki's internal instinct. I want to know which one's the toughest. he just like, you see my body just like start flexing, just like,
Stupid.
That's all you hear. You just hear me cackling.
You were military, weren't you?
I snap out of it and look at Jack. Huh?
What are you
Weren't
talking
you
about?
some sort of military?
Something like that. What?
Do you know these guys?
I turn back and look at him and squint.
Roll history.
Oh boy, I've never rolled one of those before.
I've never had to use one.
I love that for
Use
you.
one?
When?
Oh wait, no.
Oh,
Jack
with
rolled
the-
history.
Yeah, it was
No.
like with the those thingies. What are they called? The death?
The white,
Never mind.
I have it written down somewhere.
17.
17. None of these particular guards stand out. However, looking at their armors, you know they're part of the Redoran Guard, and this specific division or detachment, you would recognize as this was Jaren's old unit.
I'm just like staring at them, and I go, oh! And I turn to Jack. That's Jaren's old unit. They're Redoran guards. I think that's how you say it. I forgot. Something like that.
Mm.
Cool people.
Oh,
I could beat them though.
I'm sure
Sorry,
you
ignore
can.
that. Ignore that.
I'm sure you can. Like the patronizing like pat on the shoulder. Well, we'll keep an eye out and see if we see them again after we get a place to stay.
Right, yeah.
Plus, I
the
think
inn?
after we get this room, I think we can actually head back to the shop because your shirt should be ready first.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
And then I start looking around. I'm like,
Jack's gonna go ask somebody for directions to the inn. Or like the
I mean, from where y'all
or
are,
confirm that it's this
Shouldn't we
inn.
be able
Okay.
to see it? Because we're just down the street.
Yeah, he's just gonna confirm that is the inn over there, right?
Okay.
Well, I mean, there's a sign in the street that says like, in that direction.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Then we're just
It's
gonna
just-
keep going.
Keep in mind, this is still a city. There are still like signs and all that like strewn about.
I forgot we were in a city. Oh my god. What am I doing? I
well,
don't know.
All right.
Walking to the inn
bless you.
with the fancy house on top.
Bless you.
As y'all make it to the inn, this inn is a little bit, compared to the last one, this one is a little bit nicer. This one, it's not as rowdy as the previous.
I start just like looking around.
However, it is still early in the day, so it's pretty dead.
I tap Jack's shoulder. Ask if they have a bath or something,
But
man.
because I didn't think we were gonna be going to multiple inns, we're just gonna reuse assets. Like coders,
Hooray!
like the coders we are gonna reuse assets and not create more space.
Yep.
Well, just imagine this is a different one.
Yep.
We'll just
Like your
imagine it's
candle.
nicer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Imagination.
It's almost like we're already doing that.
Almost like we're playing a role-playing game.
Oh
Just
my
tapping
gosh.
on Jack. Shower.
I'll ask.
Okay, cool.
I sniff Aki. Oh, I don't know. Smell okay, I guess.
I look at Big C and go, oh yeah? And I grab her head and put it into my armpit.
I start coughing and hitting him. Like, let me
And let
go.
you go and be
Jack's
like,
just,
yep.
Jack's just like, just the sigh and like the hand down the face.
Literally
like
a
the
disgruntled
scratch,
parent.
Be
The
like, smell
eyes
good
to
still?
the ceiling.
And the last comment just smell good still? Smell
No.
okay? Yeah,
No.
exactly.
You smell nasty.
Exactly.
You smell like your shower.
Exactly.
Gotta walk over to the counter.
Yes, as you I hate y'all. As you go to the counter, you do see another. You just see the innkeeper just there. It is just a regular elven person. Just wiping away at the counter, and just looks at you like, "Oh, how can I help you?"
We're going to be in town for a couple of days. We'd like to rent a room for that time, I suppose.
Ah, well, how many days is that going to be?
Ask for the rates. In the background.
I'd say about a week, just to be safe.
As you say a week, you see a smile crack on this person's face. Well, if it's going to be over for the full week, I can provide you with small discounts. Let's say between between the three of you, normally it'd be 4 gold. How about I cut you a deal? Let me get 3.
Is that 3 per person?
What do you take me for? A con artist? It's 3 for the room. Who would charge one rate and say that only to charge more? That's a barbarian.
I point towards the other end. That guy over there.
The orc? I'm not surprised.
Yeah, that thing.
They're rather brutish, if you haven't figured that out. A little backwards, if you ask me.
I put my hand on my stomach and go, yeah, you make fun of me.
Well, I mean, it's not very often we see your kind either.
I looked up
However,
and I'm like,
I am what you call a professional. I'll take your money first, then I'll mock you behind your back once you're gone. I won't do it to your face.
I'm like, what do you mean by
At
my
least you're
kind? Is that racist? Is that a racist for mine?
You would
Look
know.
at us.
Yeah, that's fair.
Jack's like,
You're a
look at
literal
us.
you're a literal menagerie of people. But I was gonna say, you would actually remember in the province tieflings, or at least tiefling kind, not very common.
Yeah.
Oh.
How about Earth Genasi?
Also,
Well,
not
Earth
very
people.
freaking common. But for all you know, and you see it, dark elves share the same skin tone and color as you, so you could easily be mistaken for a darker elf.
Yeah, they're just racist against me. They don't like tieflings.
It's okay,
By
buddy.
that I mean they
Join
just
the
don't
club.
see us.
Join the club.
Do you have a bathhouse at this inn?
Oh yeah. Bathhouse.
Immediately, this man forgot what he was coming for. As you do ask that, he just looks at you. And is like, well, of course. What establishment, primarily an inn, wouldn't have a bathhouse?
Points again. That one.
Again, barbarians.
You have a change of clothes or something?
Now
Or
I
like
don't have that.
a place to wash or something?
I don't have change of clothes. It's like, don't know your size, but I do have towels. Plenty of them.
I'll take a couple of those, please.
You know a place I can wash these at then or something? And I just start like messing with my shirt.
Immediately, as you say that, you see him like put his hands up in the air and just, and immediately you see a small little like gnome come out. It's like, yes, what can I do?
I look at the gnome like perplexed.
I just gasp. No.
We
Immediately,
need these clothes washed.
as you're saying that, the gnome is already just taking the clothes, like trying to like take them off your back, basically.
I go,
He's
you can
trying to
have
strip
the shirt,
you.
but like, yo, dog, I don't know, like, don't gotta wait for the pants, man. At least let me take me to a room first.
Immediately, the little gnome is like, I wash good. I
Can
wash
I ask
real
him to
good.
dap me up?
The elf is just, Mortimer, waits just a little longer. Let the man go to the shower first.
Yeah.
The gnome immediately is just like, oh yeah. Sorry.
It
And
is
then I ask
okay.
him to dap me up.
Immediately, just kind of like confused by your hand being outstretched like that, just like shakily puts its hand out.
And then I just hit him with the cleanest dap he's ever had.
you dab this man up, and he just like, am I part of the crew kids now? To which the elf just goes,
Best kids.
Mortimer, just clean the clothes.
Hey. He's part of the cool kids now. Come on.
I'm so sorry about this.
Turn to Jack, dap me up, dog.
You're so stupid.
Don't leave me hanging, cut.
Immediately, the
I'll
innkeeper,
dap you after you take a shower.
the innkeeper just leads you to the bathhouse. And once he returns, takes the rest of the crew, shows them to where y'all will be staying the night. It's actually, there is a counter where y'all are being served at. Behind there is a board that says rooms, and he takes you into the back offices. Basically, it just shows you to your room. The good news, whatever little sound was being heard in the actual main tavern or inn, once you go behind those rooms, you can't hear anything.
That sounds so.
Not soundproof, just sound resistant.
Quieter.
Yeah.
Do I know where the room is?
You wouldn't
I
right
don't
now
know
because
if-
you're in the shower.
Okay, I was like, because I went straight to the shower.
Yeah.
Bathhouse, shower, same thing, you know?
I mean, it's all the same at the end of the day.
Clean.
So fresh, so clean.
Mr. Cooney. Alright, whose story do you want to know first? No, I'm just kidding. Which storyline do you want to follow?
That's true. Which storyline do you want to follow?
So, we have like our keys to our room, right?
Yes.
Jack's gonna like be like, "Thank you very much," and then he's gonna turn to Bixie and be like, "Do you want to stay? I'm going to go get the clothes from Taylor for Aki."
Yeah, I'll wait here for Aki, so he knows where the room is.
Okay.
I'll take the key from you. Oh wait, no, I'll give you the key. Oh wait, no, I should take your key. So I'm going to.
Yeah.
We'll be here.
So
You'll be safe.
complicated.
Be safe,
Yep.
Jack, please.
I just like the idea of like Jack's like just standing there, basically like, "Here's the key. No wait, no, but here, no wait, I should have." Just like kind of holding it out, then taking it back, and holding it out, and then taking it back.
Yeah, literally.
And then Jack's gonna take off on like a light jog to go to TaylorMade since he knows where it is.
And we shall temporarily split the party.
Woo.
To the map!
Ooh. To the map.
And we will go ahead and lightning route. And for the sake of transitions, we're gonna do it one more time. Wait, hold on. Oh, wait, did I lose it? No, it's right there. Okay. To TaylorMade. Jack, you approach TaylorMade. What do you do?
I'm gonna go ring the bell
Ching ching.
on the counter.
And another, once again, familiar face approaches. Yes?
Hello, it is us. Well, just me this time.
I assume you're here for the pickup.
Yes, I am.
Perfect. Just turns behind her, grabs like a black, I'm not sorry, not black, like a brown, almost like papered up bag that's sealed with twine. Like, here you go.
Thank you so much.
For the horned fellow, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And then since y'all prepaid and everything like that, it's all yours. It's good to go.
Yeah. How's the progress on the other clothes?
Honestly, I could probably have it done this afternoon. We're actually ahead of schedule.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
Yeah, the goblins don't complain very much, so when you just whip them a little too good, you get the clothes done pretty quick.
Thank you, thank you. And then Jackson will be like, I might be back later today then.
Okay. See you soon.
Then he's gonna see you then. And take off.
Hey, you just
Start
see,
jogging lightly back.
as you're leaving, you see Taylor going back. Like you see, like behind her back, like her hands are behind her back. You see like what looks like a whip, and she's just like, just humming a tune.
Not awkward at all.
Some things are better. Ignorance is bliss.
It's the fourth era. A lot of laws haven't been instated yet. Like the goblin workforce privacy protection laws.
They haven't been unionized yet.
Exactly. They don't even get dental.
They
Oh my
don't even
God.
get dental.
God, why are we
So
stupid?
painful.
Now I want to go with Shrek.
Me too.
Alright, and then Jack's gonna take off in like a light jog. With his long legs, it doesn't take that long,
No,
I
it
don't
doesn't.
think.
And a lightning route, but this time we're going back this way.
Hooray! Achoo!
And for sake of the argument, we're back at the inn.
Yay.
And then Jack is just gonna kind of head towards the shower since he saw where they led Aki with the new clothes.
By this time, Aki would probably be, unless he's taking a super long shower, would most likely be done already.
I am relaxing.
Just chillax and relax and all cool.
What?
Just, I was balling, just minding my own business.
Jack's gonna like do the little like knock and then like walk into the bathhouse. Aki, I have the new clothes from the tailor.
I turn around. Oh. Oh. Did they get
Well-
the special design?
I don't believe so. I left it so you could have the pleasure of unwrapping it yourself.
It's an
Boy.
unboxing video.
I grab a towel and I wrap it around myself and make sure I'm a little dry. And I go, let's go to the room. Let's go to the room.
Alright, and you make your way to the room. Bag is in hand. towel in the other. You're thoroughly dry and nice and warm.
Woo!
It's time to unbox your clothes, or unbag your clothes rather.
I start to open it and go, look, 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 look. And I lift up the shirt for everyone to see.
As you lift up your shirt, how would you describe your brand new clothes?
So, we went with like an original design, you know? It's a nice red still, but check this out, and I flip it around. And I show the words on the back that I cannot say because family.
That's fair.
What does
for
it
the
say?
for the
That's
sake of the
fair.
argument, we're not gonna go ahead and say it. So go ahead and put it in the chat. Go ahead and put it in the Roll20 chat.
Oh my god.
I mean,
Okay. No, that's kind of Aki. He does all other stuff.
you know what? We might not even need to actually go get jobs.
Yeah, we can just.
We already got it right here, right covered right here.
Yeah, we just gotta slut him out.
With the shirt being that the ye old dumb slut, is there any nice coloring to the shirt, or to the lettering, should I say?
The letters are like a nice little white with spots of red in it.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Nice little cursive calligraphy.
With new shirt in hand, and soon to be on his actual back. Is there anything else y'all like to do?
I think for now the best thing would be to go to like the lobby area and ask if there's any places where we can go find a way to get like jobs or money.
Okay, as you go to the counter, and you do so, ask about any. You ask, what exactly are you asking? Just if there's any like one hiring, or what are you asking for?
Yeah, I'm asking, is there any sort of odd jobs that one can do around here to make a little bit of cash on the side?
And he looks at you and goes, "Well, it depends. What kind of cash are you trying to make?" And he kind of like gives you a
Well,
wink.
anything will do. Anything will do.
At,
Just like the kind of like subtle smile
as
turning to a little bit of a smirk.
as you do that, you see him roll up his sleeve, and he asks you, "Any kind of work?" And you see a very familiar tattoo, Jack. You see a rising sun.
Jack kind of lightly gestures like to it, like over the shoulder almost to signify it isn't in a place where he can just show it, but that he does have it.
Gotcha,
He's
gotcha.
like, any kind of work. Any kind of work will do.
Okay.
Aki comes running down the hall with his new shirt on. Do they have anything to drink?
Um, um, the bartender looks at you, Jack, and just, "We'll talk later."
We will.
Just want a drink real quick.
Okay, we'll get you a drink.
The bartender looks at you, and goes, "Warm or cold?"
Hold, please.
And he picks up a pint, starts pouring, puts it on the table for you. "I only got hot."
Okay. And I just take a drink out of it. Nice.
Now, do you want to start a tab, or are you gonna pay that one now?
I'll pay now.
It's gonna be 2 copper.
Okay. I hand him like 1 silver. You have change?
I got more pints.
Fair.
How about it'll be an advance payment for a future tab? He's probably gonna run one anyway.
Yep.
Probably a good idea. And he starts just pouring you more pictures and just sliding them to your side of the counter.
We'll take these to the room.
That's okay, right? And I start looking up as I'm drinking like the rest of mine.
And he just looks at you like, it's your room.
I'm nodding while I'm drinking. Cool.
Alright, cool.
Jack's gonna do like a subtle little nod at him and be like, "I'll talk to you later."
And he just kind of like, even though he's not wearing a hat, kind of like looks as if like he tips a hat.
And then we're gonna help Aki carry the drinks back to the room.
Oh, thank you.
While y'all are in the room, are y'all doing anything in particular?
Sitting down, relaxing.
Definitely gonna crack open the books and start reading.
Okay.
See what I can glean.
Yeah, no, I got you. So while you're reading the books, how long do you want to spend reading the books?
What
Like,
time is it?
Um,
This is still a good chunk of the day, right?
I mean, the morning's past. It's like probably like a little bit after midday right now, because most of the time was spent in the library gathering the books and then running your errands real quick. So it's starting to wind down.
I'll read till like it hits like evening dinner time.
As you're reading, while you're doing that, Aki, Bixie, are y'all doing anything?
Taking a nap.
All right, so
Drink.
then you'll get a short rest. What are you doing? You said, Aki?
Drinking.
That's fair. You drink. Add a point of drunkenness to yourself. What that is going to go ahead and do is whenever you roll, you're gonna roll a d4 after that, and that's how many you're gonna take off your roll.
Oh,
With that being said, so Jack, as you're reading, which book would you like to read first? The oracles, the types of jade, or the what did I say the other one was? Forgot.
In order to predict
Or
the future.
yeah, the dream prophecies.
I think I'll do the jade first.
All right, as you're reading, few hours have gone by. You've pretty much read the book in its entirety by the time your dinners are coming around. You've learned that different shapes of jade do have different meanings. The one that y'all are looking for, in particular, is a sign of a warning that someone or something is looking for you. Primarily, it is an early warning. That means that within the next coming weeks, maybe even months, there will be something on your tail, essentially. And if you're not careful, that could spell disaster for y'all.
Got it.
You also do note that since the jade is a lot typically not carved in like masses, you've understood that as well as each jade carving will always be a little bit different, and you can tell certain ways and methodologies that the jade are cut via certain tools by looking at some of the way the cuts are made. More rounded cuts will mean a specific kind of tool is used, like a curved knife, or a curved blade rather, and sharp, jagged edges will mean like a more improvised or a more hastier cut. And you remember from the dream that you did have, or rather, I say dream, more of the prophecy that y'all were told, was the jade that y'all had seen was more of a jagged, improvised cut as opposed to the jagged, rushed cut. So you can tell that whoever is warning you does not have normal experience in jade cutting.
Hmm.
Through the whole time that you're reading, though, Jack, you also do see a slip of parchment under the slide under the door.
Okay. I'm gonna go grab it.
As you grab it, and you flip it over to where the words are, you see the words. Apples are in the bushel. It's a hair past. It's a hair past sun's rise. And you would understand that that is a code of something.
Alright.
So it's a secret tool you'll use for later.
Apples are in the bushel. It's a hair past sunrise. Can I decipher what that means? Like,
Yeah, if you want to do it like right now, you would just have to kind of roll a sleight of hand so that way you can do it while Aki's not looking.
alright. Well, I rolled an at 20, so
Yeah.
I'm smooth like butter with it.
Yeah, Aki, I was gonna go ahead and say roll a perception check just to see if you would even notice it. But if you could beat a nat 20,
Perception?
yes.
Technically 21? Technically, because it's a 19 plus 2.
Yes, but as long if you didn't roll a nat 20, so it doesn't technically beat it. And
Yeah, I
plus
figured.
plus you still have to roll for the drunkenness.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, I'm walking George out, sorry.
No, you're good, you're good, you're good. So we'll go ahead and say that Aki does not notice. So when you decipher it, you're able to realize that each other word is not exactly the same word. It's a thieves' cant, but of a different dialect. You would remember that in the triads, y'all's thieves' cant was a little bit different. Less words had more meaning, and they shared meaning. So you were actually able to decipher that the meeting location is gonna go ahead and be on the outskirts of town near the apple orchard. That's very plain and simple. Hair past sun, sundown or sunrise, whatever it had said, means meet me in 30 minutes.
I spelled meeting wrong.
Trust me, it could have been worse. You could have just been like, "Oh, I'm sorry, that whole thing was muted." I could have had to repeat the whole thing. At least you spelled something wrong instead of just being like, "What?"
Alright. Would I know where the apple orchard is? Like, did I see it on my way walking through the town?
No, but there is a sign that was outside the you would have seen it, but outside the hotel, the inn that y'all are in, there was a sign that mentions the apple orchards.
Alright. I'm gonna... Well, because Bixie is asleep, right?
Yeah, she was napping.
And Aki's just drunk.
Yes.
And I'm just gonna be like, I'm going to head out. I might have a drink myself. And I'm just gonna take off.
Okay.
And
And
kind of start heading that way towards the orchard.
yeah, and as you do that, I think that is where we're gonna end today's session.
Oh, what's the name of the inn? Since technically we'd have seen it on the sign.
Oh, sorry. I totally didn't. I totally didn't even give that to y'all. So this specific inn, this nicer one, is gonna be the Bard's Whisper.
Sounds cute. That's cute.
So
Got it.
yeah, that is gonna go ahead and be where we're gonna wrap up today. So that way next week we'll be able to have a little bit more, um, hopefully more people, and I will have to catch Ray and Kurt up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that is where we're gonna go ahead and end today. So, plus, I mean, we've been going for 2.5 hours at this point.
About our usual.
Yeah,
If we aren't in combat.
yeah, true. And I didn't really want to do a whole lot of combat this time because it's actually getting the story set up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here in a minute already.
But we had